Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sarah Labrat, and in today's writing vlog, I'm finishing draft 3, aka the rewrite of my book, which I'm currently calling Project DE, which is the abbreviation for the original title that no longer applies to what it currently is. But today's writing vlog is all about finishing draft 3. So without further ado, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel. But now, let's get into finishing the rewrite. Today is February 25th. I have not written in 5 days now. The last time I wrote was when I reached 100,000 words in the last vlog, but now, including today, I have 4 days left of February. My goal was to finish draft 3 of Project DE before the end of February. I still am not really sure how many more words that is because it's a little unclear because I'm currently at 100,000, but draft 2 only had like 106,000 in total. So I'm thinking that I still could have like upwards of 15,000 more words to rewrite. I'm honestly not super sure, which is fun. I love not knowing that. I'm leaving Colorado today, and I will be able to do some writing on the plane, which again, I freaking love writing on planes, especially when there's no TV screen in front of me, because I just feel like I get so much done if I can not turn on that TV screen on the plane. Did I end up writing it all on the plane? No. Not at all. I ended up reading the rest of A Court of Silver Flames because like the last, oh my gosh, oh, I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's so good, but like I couldn't put it down. And so I finished reading it and literally was like finishing as the plane was landing, and I was like freaking out trying to text Brooke because I've been like just constantly texting her as I've been reading this. But in short, I did not end up writing at all on the plane, which is okay. After finishing that book though, I just feel a very strong desire to be creating, which I think is incredible. So I'm now sitting down in front of my documents and I'm going to get writing for the evening because I know there are only 4 days left, still including today, and it is 9:30 p.m. But I'm still counting tonight. There are 4 days left of February. I don't know if finishing is possible, but I'm sure gonna give it a good shot. This is the document for draft 2. I'm currently on page 203 of 226, meaning that I have 23 more pages of draft 2 that need to be rewritten, which seems relatively simple enough. We'll see what happens. I feel like that's how a lot of my writing vlogs start, is like, I have goals, but low pressure seems to work better for me, so we're just gonna see what happens. Let's enjoy this experience. On February 26th, I ended up rewriting 480 words, which is not what I had anticipated doing, but I really enjoyed getting to finish A Court of Silver Flames. It took me like 23 hours to read that book, and that felt like a very long time, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. I have now passed 101,286 words in draft 3. I have now passed 102,026 words in draft 3. So for my 1,000 word check-in for 103,000, I had gone like 800 words past it, so I'd highlighted about 800 words, copied it, deleted it, filmed the clip saying that I had passed 103,000 words, and then I had closed my computer, forgetting that I had copied and deleted 800 to 1,000 words. When I opened up my computer to start my next sprint, I looked at the number at the bottom of the screen and I was like, that's not right. So what I did was hit save on the document again. I closed the document, I copy and pasted something in my notes app, and then I realized what I had done. And so I opened up the old document again. I could not hit the back button and the clipboard was empty because I had just copy and pasted something else. So after that, I have now gone back and attempted to rewrite part of what I had rewritten earlier to make up for that like 800 to 1,000 words I was missing. So after that mess is what I'm going to call it, I have calmed down a little bit. I was very frustrated for a moment just with like the simplicity of the mistake and how it was self-inflicted and not like my computer backfired and like deleted it. So with that being said, I have now passed 104,000 words in draft 3. And in the future, I will not be going back and deleting any words if I've passed it by a lot for these 1,000 word check-ins, because I am not going to do that to myself again. I have now passed 105,000 words in draft 3. This is the bottom of my draft 2 document, meaning that I have 7,673 words left of the 106,124
words of draft 2 that I need to rewrite into draft 3, meaning that the end is very well in sight.
Today is February 27th. It is currently 1:40 a.m. and I just finished a writing experiment where I only used long writing sprints for today. And I'm kind of amazed that it's, again, 1:40 a.m. and I'm not tired, and like I could keep writing if I really wanted to. I'm not going to because I'm trying to freaking finish this draft in the next couple of days. But this evening there was a mishap where I accidentally, on purpose, deleted 1,000 words to film one of my milestone clips where I like film every 1,000 words that I pass that milestone, and I forgot to paste again, and then I saved the document, I closed it, and then I copied and pasted something else. So those words were gone. That was extremely frustrating. So the number of words that I ended up writing/rewriting today totaled 6,191 words. However, about 1,000 of those words were messed up because of what I on purpose did accidentally. So the difference in my word count where I ended for the day compared to when I started for the day, meaning that between those two numbers, I ended up adding a net total of 5,181 words, which is the number that's going on my spreadsheet. Even though I did write over 6,000 today, because of the mishap that happened, I'm going to be putting in 5,181 words. Like I already mentioned in a clip though, I am like 7,500 words away from the end of draft 2. I know that there's going to be some stuff that still needs to be added, so I'm hoping that my next couple of days are also very productive.
I have now passed 106,000 words, meaning that I am now under 100 words away from the total word count of draft 2.
And with that, I have now passed 107,000 words in draft 3. Would somebody please tell me why it is now 11 p.m. on February 27th and it's just now that I actually feel awake? So that basically means that I'm gonna sit down and write for like an hour, or try to write for about an hour, and then go to bed, and then try to actually get up at a semi-decent time tomorrow in hopes that I don't go to bed at like 3 a.m. like I did last night. But alas, we will see.
I have now passed 108,000 words in draft 3.
Okay, well, now it's 1:15 in the morning. I did not end up writing for all of that, but I wrote for a lot of it. Today, on February 28th, I ended up rewriting 2,494 words in 2 hours and 10 minutes, which brings me up to 108,155 words. So the end is still within sight because I didn't hit 5,000 words today because I was exhausted from staying up so late last night and then having to get up this morning. I was not able to do anywhere close to 5,000 words. I still think that it's very reasonable for me to finish within the next like 2 or 3 days, kind of just depending on how things go. Again, I'm just kind of taking this one day at a time. Tomorrow might be amazing, it might not be amazing. Amazing being, of course, finishing, but I don't think I'm going to finish tomorrow because I still have like a significant chunk of words to rewrite. Like I still have about 11 pages left of draft 2 that need to be rewritten, but I know that there's a lot of stuff that needs to be added between where I'm at and like the very, very end. But I'm also not entirely sure because it has been like 6+ months since I actually reread this thing. So it'll just be interesting. We'll see how long this takes me to finish, but things are going very, very well.
I have now passed 109,000 words in draft 3.
Today is February 28th. I ended up rewriting 1,732 words in 1 hour and 15 minutes worth of writing sprints, which brought me up to just under 110,000 words, which is awesome. I'm at 109,887 words. Draft 3 is not quite done, but I am very quickly approaching. I know that tonight is the end of the month, but I'm feeling very confident in my ability to finish in the next couple of days.
I have now passed 110,000 words, and look how cool that number is, 110,011 words.
On March 1st, I only ended up rewriting about 392 words. In about half an hour, I just wasn't like really feeling it today. I'm not totally sure why, but I did pass 110,000 in draft 3, which is exhilarating. And I still hope to finish in the next couple of days. I'm hoping that me saying that does not stretch on for like several days more than I'm anticipating, but still hoping that I'll finish this within like a reasonable time frame, aka like early March, and then get to send it to betas, but we will see. I guess for you guys in the next couple of minutes, for me in the next couple of days. Today is Tuesday, March 2nd. This video is going up in 2 days, whether this draft is done or not, but also the video that I have planned going up on Thursday, which is this video, is finishing draft 3, which means that I have to finish draft 3 in the next 2 days or I'm not gonna have a video to put up. That is one of the many, many reasons that I love making writing content on YouTube, is because it forces me to actually do the work so that I can make the videos to post. So it's just a great way to like hold myself accountable, and that is kind of what I'm doing with this vlog right now. As where I currently stand in draft 2, I have about 3,000 more words to rewrite before I am done with the content that is in draft 2. I am missing the ending somehow somewhere to one of the 3 POVs, so I will either need to find that or write that, and that will likely add another like 3,000 words-ish. That's really hard to guesstimate because I don't know the answer to that, but as it stands right now, I have about 3,000 more words in draft 2 that need to be rewritten, and then I either have to find and rewrite this ending or have to write this ending for the very first time. Although it's not the first time because I've definitely written it before, but that's kind of where things are standing. Realistically, tonight and tomorrow hopefully will be doable. I will be on a plane again tomorrow, and I write really, really well on planes, so that's always a good sign.
I have now passed 111,000 words, and not only that, I stopped at exactly 111,111 words. And if you believe in making wishes at 11:11, I think that this is as good as any other wish.
Maybe I should make one.
I have now passed 112,000 words in draft 3.
A gentle reminder that that does include whatever notes are in like the last 7 pages of this document that I've kind of been taking and making while going through all of draft 3. I'm kind of amazed that it's only 7 pages long. I think that means the story is coming together, which is fantastic, but I will subtract that from the final word count after I'm done and after I've decided whether or not those things that I did make notes on should be included in this draft or not. If not, I will save them for potentially being added later because I don't like deleting anything I ever come up with. I just save them into a document, and then whether or not I come back to that document is up to future Sarah. I've noticed that I put a lot of faith and trust in future Sarah, which I think is a good thing.
I have now passed 113,000 words in draft 3.
The first of the 3 POVs has now been wrapped up in the rewrite. I may or may not choose to add another chapter after this in like a later draft, but right now I think this is where that POV ends, which is exhilarating, meaning that I am now only 2 other POVs away from the end. The end is in sight and it is rapidly approaching, and I'm very excited about it.
This is also where I'm at in draft 2, where I'm following along, meaning that I am on the second to last page right now of draft 2.
I have now found the POV ending that I could not find earlier, so I need to tally that up, see how many words are in this draft of it, to see roughly how many I'm starting with before I rewrite it, even though I know that I need to add a lot. I'm just happy I found it because I had to go through like 10 or 12 documents before I figured it out. Thankfully, I knew of like one of the key phrases in it, so I was able to search for that. So the searching went relatively quickly, but I was starting to panic because I was quickly running out of documents to check.
I have now passed 114,000 words in draft 3.
It is now 12:45 a.m. If I could just finish this draft, I might be able to get some semblance of a sleep schedule back. But on the bright side, I have pretty much figured everything out in the rewriting. There are still a couple scenes that I don't totally know how to add, and now I pretty much have one more chapter of one of the POVs to wrap up, and then 1 or 2 more chapters of the other POV to wrap up, and then I will be done with draft 3 in terms of actually being like done with draft 3. There will be a few things that I need to do before I send out to betas, but that's basically just checking a couple things. I will be making a video about it coming very, very soon when you guys are watching this video. So basically the end is in sight. It is 12:45 in the morning. So I don't want to leave like all of this for tomorrow just because I'm scared of pushing this off for too long and then not being able to finish it tomorrow because I do have a number of things that I need to do, and I want to finish editing this vlog tomorrow so that it can go up the next morning. So basically that means that I have less than 36 hours to finish draft 3 and this vlog. We will see what happens. But also to be productive tomorrow, I need sleep tonight, and that's kind of what I'm going back and forth with myself on. So I think right now I'm going to take a very short break. I'm going to do my dishes, kind of evaluate how I feel. I might get ready for bed and then write a little bit more. We'll see. It is now 3 a.m., but
I decided to call it here tonight because I know I need sleep, because if I don't sleep, then I'm not going to get anything done tomorrow. So calling it at 2:55 right now. Today on March 2nd, I ended up rewriting 4,063 words in 3 hours and 15 minutes worth of writing sprints. I currently have just under 2,000 draft 2 words that still need to be rewritten. Will likely be rewritten into like 3,000 or 4,000 words. I'm hoping that the words come quickly tomorrow, but also knowing that the end is so near is, I hope, going to be a really fantastic motivator, because again, I have left myself no other option than to finish draft 3 tomorrow or later today, depending on how you want to read into that, as well as getting this vlog done after I finish rewriting, and then editing this vlog and putting this video up on YouTube to be posted the following morning. So I guess we could say that I am on self-inflicted deadline again. It's kind of fun. It seems reasonable because I know what I need to do tomorrow to finish. So hopefully that turns out to be a good thing and not a bad thing. Okay, let's talk about this. I am currently sitting at just over 116,000 words. I still have about 2,000 more words to rewrite. It is currently 9:45 p.m., but in my time zone that I'm used to, it's 10:45, so it's getting kind of late considering that I still have to finish 2,000 more words and then somehow still finish this video so this video can go up tomorrow, which, like, yikes. Honestly, not sure if I'm gonna do that to myself. I might just put it up later tomorrow or something, or post it on Friday. Honestly, don't know, because I don't want to add that much stress to myself, even though, again, I'm doing this all to myself. That being said, I am going to do a writing sprint and push further. I am now sitting at 117,000 words in draft 3, also meaning that on today, March 3rd, I have rewritten about 2,500 words so far. It is now 11 p.m. and I just want to make it very clear that I still have not started rewriting the 2,000 words that I knew I still had to rewrite. I've just been adding scenes that are necessary, so I still have those 2,000 words to rewrite. I'm getting closer to actually rewriting them, but I have a good feeling that I'll be up for a while longer working on this. I just made the decision to be nicer to myself, and I just posted on my YouTube community tab that this video is not going up tomorrow morning. It's going to go up on Friday, just so that I can be nicer to myself right now. And I think that's a very wise decision, because if I am able to finish this tonight, I'm not going to have time to film an intro and an outro to this video, as well as edit it, upload it, wait for it to upload, and then like schedule it and prep it for uploading. So this video is definitely going up on Friday instead of Thursday, but I think that's going to be okay. I have now passed 118,000 words in draft 3. It is now 12:30 on March 4th, technically, but March 3rd. I'm still counting today as March 3rd. I ended up rewriting 3,875 words today in 3 hours and 15 minutes worth of writing sprints. As it is currently 12:30, but in my time zone that I'm used to, it's 1:30. I am calling it a night. I know that I wanted to finish this tonight. I am still a solid 2,000 words from the end, and so that would take me probably about another 2 hours this evening. And quite frankly, I don't want to kickstart time with my family off with being really sleep deprived, and I'm already going to be tired as it is. So what this means is that I will finish ideally tomorrow afternoonish. So where I currently stand is 118,217 words. I still think there's probably about 2,000 more words to add right now. That's kind of what I thought there was going to be left yesterday, and I did almost 4,000 words today, and I still have not really touched the 2 chapters that are in draft 2 that still need to be added. So I have those 2,000 words that need to be rewritten tomorrow, but other than that, I think I'm pretty much done. I'm taking that as a super solid win, and that will also probably be more fun for celebrating if I don't finish at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I am very happy with what I wrote today and how it feels like I'm rounding out the ending to this POV. So very, very good things are happening. Today is March 4th. I did not finish draft 3 last night, but I'm feeling very confident that I'm going to finish it today. I just finished work, and so now it's about 12:30 and I'm going to start writing, and then I'm going to finish this thing today. I have now passed 119,000 words in draft 3. I've officially decided that there are 3 more chapters in this draft that I have to write before I'm done.
3 more chapters?
3 more chapters. So I've been doing writing sprints off and on today, and now it is 5 p.m. We're gonna go downtown and like do some shopping and then have dinner, which is honestly kind of unfortunate, and I'm kind of considering staying, even though I know I'm not going to because I want to go to dinner and go enjoy shopping here. But I just finished another POV. I just wrapped up the second of 3 perspectives, meaning that now I think I only have about 1 chapter left before I'm like done with draft 3. And I think I know exactly what's gonna happen. Not exactly like how it's gonna happen, but I have like 3 basic things that need to be covered in this chapter to, I think, relatively well wrap things up for this draft. Again, things can be changed later and will be changed later after beta feedback, but that's the check-in. I am now sitting at 119,667 words, which like it's not gonna finish at an even 120,000 words, but how great would that have been? Also, tell me why a rainbow wants to lie in my computer case. It's gotta be a sign, right? I was sort of starting to get a headache, so I'm taking oxygen. But I'm back from dinner now, back from shopping, which means it's time for me to write the last freaking chapter of this draft. So going into draft 3, I was kind of unsure about how the book started and how the book ended, but now that I'm rewriting the ending, I'm feeling so much happier with the additions I've made. It makes it feel a lot more rounded out and like it could be more of a plausible ending. So I'm getting very excited about that. I am kind of nervous about the fact that I'm about to rewrite the last chapter, or write the last chapter, because this has not been in a previous draft yet. So yeah, I guess it's time for me to finish this thing. It is now 10:45. I have not written since the last time I spoke to you guys, which was earlier when I said I was gonna work on writing. We actually ended up watching The Avengers, and so I just made myself a drink. Let's finish draft 3. I have now passed 120,000 words. I just did a writing sprint that was an hour long, and I'm literally about to write the last sentence of draft 3. It's happening. I don't want to be loud because everyone else is sleeping, but I think I know what it's gonna say. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have to like mentally prepare myself to finish right now. It's happening. I think I did it. It is 11:52 on March 4th of 2021, and I just finished draft 3 of Project DE. Oh my gosh. I wish other people were awake right now. I wish I could like talk to somebody about this. I'm gonna message some of my writing friends who are also probably asleep, but I'm gonna message them so that they wake up to it. That means that today, on March 4th, I ended up rewriting, or writing, because most of this was new scenes. I ended up writing 3,043 words today. And I did that in 2 hours and 45 minutes worth of writing sprints. That brings me up to a total in draft 3 as it currently stands, which again, still includes my last like 8 pages of notes, which will be moved to another document and deleted from this document before I send it out to betas. But all encompassing of that, draft 3 has ended at 121,260 words. I love how it ended on an even number and on a 0 at that. I literally forgot to write the words "the end," so now I have to go back and add that. End of book 1. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. But draft 3 minus the extra 8 pages is 258 words. I definitely meant 258 pages in 1.15 spacing. Ugh, it's so beautiful. I am so much happier with this ending. So much happier. So cheers. After working on draft 3 for 4 months and 4 days, I have finally finished completely rewriting my story. For those who might just be joining for this video, what I mean by rewriting for this project was that I had pulled up draft 2 and my 1015 notes that I took on draft 2 in one document, and I opened up a blank document and just started rewriting the story sentence by sentence, revisiting every line and every word to work on fixing smaller plot issues, smaller character issues, because I worked on the bigger developmental edits with draft 2. But one of my other goals was to bring the writing up to my current level of where I think I am as a writer. And I think that this is certainly a lot closer than draft 2 was, so I am extremely happy with how draft 3 turned out. Yay. Oh man. Now that draft 3 is done, the next step for Project DE is sending it out to beta readers. I have already selected my beta readers and will be sending this to them in the next couple of days after I prepare the manuscript and fix the last couple of issues, like get rid of all of my slashes and parentheses and whatnot, sort of like the notes to myself, and get it ready for beta readers to read, which will only take a couple of days. But that's the next step, and I'm very, very excited. And I know that it's not perfect, but I am so much happier with draft 3 than I was with draft 2. And I know that that's ideally the way that this will work, is that with every draft I will get a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more happy with how the story is. Well, I guess with that, that's gonna be it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sarah Lebrat. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel by telling the YouTube algorithm that you liked my video and that someone else might too. If you are new here and want to see more videos from me, make sure you scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button and that little notification bell next to it, because I post videos twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it feels really good.